Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Week 2 matchup, the Dragon Warrior Randomizer 2021 Summer Tournament. We're in the midst of quite a busy Tuesday. This is the third of 6 races happening today, and we got a good one for you here. Cyberdark86 versus betastrep. Both won their first week, and both looking to go 2-0. Both very well-known racers in the community. Very good. This should be a very, very good matchup here. I am Ryguy3745, joined by the one and only Game Boy F9 to call this one for you.
Hey, good evening, afternoon, or morning, everyone. How we all doing today? Should be a very exciting matchup. One of these contestants will be entering the last chance race. Well, not the last chance race. It's now the play-in race. I think that's what they call it for being 2-0. I think that is going to happen, but of course that'll depend on how the bracket all works out. But anyway, very important race either way.
Yeah, just taking a look as we're about to get going here. Taking a look at the starting stats, you can see strength of 8 is okay, HP of 23. You might be in for a couple of lengthier fights at the beginning, but I think overall runners are going to be just fine off the start here.
Yeah, if you run into a slime or red slime or a Drakey, you're probably going to be fine as long as they don't have anything. A ghost, you're probably fine. Magician, maybe not. But anyway, the competition has begun. Cyberdark has chosen the name of Rye. Betastrep with the puppy and the herb and the Zed and the torch. And of course, everybody will get the key. So, not a very good start as far as treasures are concerned. And you're starting with no magic either.
Well, the herb's not bad. The torch, remember, with these, well, I guess they're not that new anymore, but with the torch, you can throw the torch at some enemies, maybe help yourself out to get a kill early on.
That is true. The torch deals like 5 to 9 damage, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that.
Might be 6 to 9, but yes, that's basically the idea. So, like, maybe this Magidraki, you saw Beta thought about it. Probably can't quite get it yet, even with the torch, but he thought about it.
Yeah, I think the Magidraki would have had a little bit too much power, but the ghosts definitely can go down with a torch.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Beta doesn't even think he needs the torch. Looks like he thinks he can maybe chip away. He might break out that herb if he needs to. Oh, no, there goes the torch.
Yep, and Betastrep is off the mark, needs 1 more point to level 2. Cyberdark's also off the mark, and it's run to a Drakey if he wins. But there's the Drakey with sleep, and there's the Dragon Lord breath.
Ooh, where's that fire-breathing Drakey emote when you need it? Yeah, that's, no, we're not gonna get many Drakeys here, are we?
No, and I think Betastrep's about to get the same news. Yep, bye-bye. So very important point. This is one of the changes in this tournament is that you are not allowed. A monster is not allowed to have 75% deal 2 breath, and is not allowed to have 75% sleep either. It can only max out at 50. So either way, it's not going to be nice.
As our runners are trying to defeat some of these early game enemies, there goes Beta to level 2. Let's see what that's got for him. 4 power, 5 to kind of it's an okay level. We'll see what the spell is. Stop spell's not super helpful, so he's going to continue grinding, and Cyber's going to get the same news if he can get this ghost killed.
And he does, so pretty good race so far. Scorpion, I don't think you're going to hit that. I don't think you're going to do well on 12 attack power. You don't have any torch. Beta does not have a torch anymore. I think Cyber still has his torch. Cyber might be able to take down a Scorpion. Gonna try with an herb. I mean, heck, if Beta defeats a Scorpion, it's level 3 for him.
Yeah, if he still had the torch, that'd be nice. I think maybe... Yeah, he's definitely using the herb. Well, he did use the herb to get more attacks. Maybe fishing for a critical. I think he might need the critical at this point, but he's gonna try to get there. Maybe if the Scorpion has low HP, he can make it happen.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I still like the idea because he was hitting for 1 to 2. So yeah, I could see that play. So good try. Didn't quite work out though, and now he's down an herb.
Yeah, and might as well because, like you said, if he gets it, he's level 3 right away. So, and how much time do you really invest? Like, not that much. So certainly worth it to go for it.
Yeah, gonna go against the Drakey, and I don't think that's gonna work out. Well, yeah, try again. Oh, okay, gets it. Very, very good.
definitely help. He's looking for 17 experience points to make it to level 3, so those 3 will be quite valuable. And here's a ghost to give him 4 more. It looks like Cyber's gone up north into the what might be zone 1 or 2, and that he's got the desert, which is a higher encounter rate, but he's also finding those stronger monsters he can't quite take on. So maybe he needs to just resign himself to the forest like Beta's doing and get back to those ghosts and Drakies.
Yeah, he saw ghosts early in Zone 1, and now he's just seeing warlocks and wolves. Well, there's a ghost to help him out, but... Yeah, this is the monster betastrep wants. This is a Magidraki with Stop Spell.
I like little stop spell battle there as Beta counters with his own stop spell. But yeah, he's going to try to... I mean, he threw the stop spell hoping that the Magidraki would get stuck in a little stop spell loop. But it doesn't look like the Magidraki's very prone to stop spelling, does it?
No, not at all. That looks like a 25% stop spell. He had to be really close to defeating that Magidraki, but alas.
Yeah, it was a good idea, because if it was 75%, the Magidraki would have just sat there stop spelling all day long and given Beta tons of free attacks, but the Magidraki wasn't that interested in his stop spell, unfortunately.
Alright, Cyberdark is actually the first to level 3. 0 strength, 2 response speed, 1 HP, 5 magic, and the spell of return, and some really strong spell that everybody, all the runners, typically like, but not typically the viewers.
I was about to say, that was a pretty underwhelming level, and then Magic Words came across the bottom. Thou has learned a new spell, and it's hurt more, so now we're just going to go set the entire world on fire. When Cyber's already up to level 4, and Beta will be close behind once he finishes off his level 3, which he's only 2 experience away from.
Yeah, he better defeat this Magidraki in a hurry. Oh, doesn't Ryguy wish he had some magic to knock out this Druid Lord for... that would literally double his experience.
I would almost prefer in that case... Oh, that Goldman hurt mooring him might actually be good, because now he'll get sent back to the castle, he'll get his MP back, and he will be able to hurt more of those Druid Lords that he saw along the way.
Oh, look who has Dragon Lord Breath! The Magidraki. Alright, so we're not fighting those anymore.
Yeah, so all bats are bad, is what I've learned. Well, at least 2 of the 3 bats are bad.
Well, I mean, this is appropriate for... I kind of think this is appropriate for a Cyberdark seed, I'm thinking.
Well, now that, Cyberdark finding a blue dragon, you can't hurt more of those, unfortunately. Now that we have hurt more, now that Cyberdark is going to set out into the world and Beta's going to be right behind him, we'll take a minute to go over the point of the game, the whole concept of the game. We are looking to defeat the evil Dragon Lord and get the wonderful Ball of Light, but to do that, we need to gain access to Sharlock, and for that, we're looking for a few quest items. Specifically, need a Silver Harp, the Stones of Sunlight, Erdrick's token. As if that wasn't enough, we have to go trade in the Silver Harp for a Staff of Rain. And if that wasn't enough, we gotta take all that stuff to another cave and trade all that in for a Rainbow Drop. So we've got some homework to do. Along the way, we're also be looking for Erdrick's Sword, the most powerful sword in the game. Not technically required, but extremely helpful. And Erdrick's Armor, the most powerful armor in, I think, any game ever created. And that's essential because we have a difficult time surviving the Dragon Lord without that armor. So we'll be on the hunt for all those quest items, all that Erdrick's Armor, all that Erdrick's Swords, and approximately, seeds vary, but approximately I think we're looking about, about an hour and a half or so. They asked in chat a little while ago. Typical seeds, probably about an hour and a half. This one, maybe a little faster, because Hurtmore, well, I'm going to say Hurtmore is going to let us kill a lot of things quickly, but surprising here, Cyber's gotten a couple kills with Hurtmore. He's up to 144 experience, but we're still dying a little bit here, huh?
Yeah, and level 5 did not present very significant that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I would say I would make one correction to your Erdrick's Armor statement. I would say the Adamant Armor from Final Fantasy IV is a little bit stronger than that. Like, you get 87,000 defense and you're immune to everything. But yeah, Erdrick's Armor is still really good. But we'll talk about Erdrick's Armor once that's acquired. I believe we have level 6 for Ryga, or not Cyberdark. I get confused because Cyberdark has RI has stats, but 20 magic and a new spell of Heal More.
Ooh, that's 20 magic. That's 4 more hurt mores. Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be impartial, but I feel like I know who I have to root for in this scene, right? And I will admit, I've had Final Fantasy IV on the radar for a while. I haven't gotten around to that randomizer yet, so that's on the to-do list. I'll apparently look forward to this adamantine armor when I get there.
Oh, Cyberdark scoring points, searching the Sparkover Bridge, but unfortunately, as been the case all throughout the history of this tournament, there was nothing.
Yeah, I think the closest I've ever seen is there's been a search, an overworld item like a few steps away from a Sparkover Bridge, but never actually on one.
Well, if you want an item at a Sparkover Bridge every single time, you could play Dragon Warrior 2 Randomizer. I know because I wrote it.
There's like 3 there, right?
There are 3, yes. There are 3 Sparkover Bridges and there's an item on every single one of them.
Usually not required. In fact, I don't think it can be a required item, right?
Yeah, I don't remember anymore. But anyway, we got a nice green... Oh, I was going to say green dragon kill, but no, green dragons with hurt more. Or no, heal more, even worse.
Ooh, so you can't even bust out that second hurt more. And, ooh, the Armored Knight with Stop Spell. That's maybe not great news now, but once we get that Erdrick's armor, and once we're diving Charlock, that's going to be really good news.
Ooh, nice runaway there on very low agility. Oh, by the way, you noticed that Betastrep encountered a metal slime at level 3. He only had 12 strength. Normally, with this flag set, the metal slimes will not run away, but one of the flags the runners agreed to was scared metal slimes. We had that last year in the tournament as a permanent flag, but in this tournament, we made that not required. Normally, the metal slimes are not scared, and that's because we also have scaled metal slimes, which means you only score 32 points per level. But anyway, I ramble. The runners agreed to scare the metal slimes this seed.
Yeah, the combination of scared and scaled metal slimes basically means that nobody cares about them, especially now that we have hurt more. You don't even really want to find a metal slime. They're probably going to waste more time than otherwise, but yeah, with scaled metal slimes, you're looking at 16 experience per level you are, so if you had killed that metal slime on level 3, that would have been, what, like 48 experience? Like, whatever.
Actually, it's 32 experience level, so it would have been 96, but again, you got hurt more, so it really doesn't matter, but I gotta give props to Betastrep knocking out that goal man, but and actually, that's kind of a good strategy, because you just got 255 gold, and you're now eligible for chainmail, so, which is a pretty decent bump in defense. We found a cave. It is the Sons of Sunlight Cave, what I like to call the freebie cave, and the prize is a fighter's ring. Well, it's not Erdrick's sword, but it's 2 offense.
Yeah, and it's totally free, so I mean, you might as well take it. I'm not entirely sure that was the item Betastrep was hoping would be there. I think he's maybe hoping for something like a key or, you know, one of those big weapons or armor of Erdrick's that we were speaking of a second ago. But I mean, you'll take the 2 attack power.
Well, you know what you will not be taking is a red dragon.
Well, Beta getting away from that. Beta's got some run luck going. He got away from that Armored Knight and the red dragon, typically 2 of the hardest enemies to run from, and Beta apparently channeling his dog-like speed and getting out of there.
And now Beta has found the Harp Cave. Very good. Oh, Cyberdark's spell just got blocked by the Armored Knight after a hurt more, and that is... And on this occasion, the Armored Knight is victorious.
Ooh, that's frustrating, because you just need to survive 1 attack from him, and once he throws that, he hits that stop spell, that's the end of that.
Well, that's alright. They'll get another attempt here, and very soon we're going to be seeing level 7. Cyberdark electing to go south and east, so we'll see what happens out of that. Betastrep, I believe, is also going south and east, so we're all going to find out together that this area has red dragons.
Oh, red dragons everywhere, yeah. I think Beta found the red dragons and Armored Knights to the north, and there are more to the south, so it looks like both directions you can go have got red dragons and Armored Knights. But yeah, I think Beta pretty much looked all throughout the northern area, and it kind of dead-ended, right? I think they have to go to the southeast here.
So The big thing right now is to sprint across that 15 by 15 monster zone so you can try to get out of Red Dragon territory. And how about Axe Knight territory?
Ooh,
I like
that's
that.
pretty perfect.
Alright, Axe Knight goes down, and that's 130 experience points, quickly to level 7. 14 power, 0 response speed, but 22 hit points, so really nice level there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You'll take those 22 hit points all the time, and I guess that 14 power in your back pocket will work as well. Maybe more importantly, I think he's gotten past the Red Dragons, and he's found a town. It is... Ooh, he's gonna get a free item in coal.
Yeah, well, you think you will get a free item. There is a 20% chance that there is not an item there, but you can pick up a weapon here. That's not a bad idea. Just in case you run into a monster that does not accept hurt more. But passing up on the clothes, but it's only 2 defense power, so I can't blame him. The search spot is the fairy flute, so if everybody's wondering if this game is randomized, the answer is yes, it is. You just happen to wind up there.
Is it 20% to get nothing? I didn't realize it was that high, but some of us consider nothing to be an item, so I don't know. But yeah, the fairy flute, probably not useful yet, but I mean, it does put golems to sleep, so sometimes useful in Sharlock, especially if you find that golems have something nasty. And Cyber, right after Cole, has a cave to the north, and Beta casually passing by Sharlock as well.
Yeah, Beta had a long fight against the metal slime and hit it twice, but alas, it ran away, and he would have instantly caught up with 192 experience points, but didn't quite happen. And now we have a cave for Cyberdark and a cave for betastrep. Okay, it's the swamp cave. This is the other thing the hunters agreed to, is permanent torch. And the Axe Knight is the boss spot at the swamp cave, so Ryguy is going to hang out there for a very long time. Betastrep, meanwhile, has found the grave of Garanham and level 7. Cyberdark has reached level 8, 0 strength, 5 response speed, 23 hit points, 5 magic points, and I'm sorry, Ryguy, I've said a lot. Your turn.
Well, I was just gonna say, this is... Ooh, that changes things. I was wondering how long Cyber was gonna sit here on this Axe Knight, because this Axe Knight's the boss, or the Spike Tile in Swamp Cave. They're just gonna keep on spawning there, and Swamp Cave is very close to Cole for a quick refill, but they woke up with sleep. They woke up with sleep. So I don't know, that might... I don't know if he's gonna try to grind a little bit there. We've seen a lot of red dragons. This is a tough spot, because... You know, you have hurt more, so you can kill stuff while you're exploring, but that Axe Knight's gonna hand you experience like crazy, but he's gonna put you to sleep and kill you. We'll see what Cyber decides to do here.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way, I mean, you still have a good chance of getting the 130, and unfortunately, Betastrep got defeated by the Axe Knight on this occasion, but let's see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tempting. You're going to have to grind at some point. It's really tempting to pick up your levels right now. And then when you're stronger, go out and do all the exploration, pick up your quest items, your sword, your armor. But, boy, sleep kind of throws a little bit of a wrench into that. But it looks like Cyber's on his way back to Swamp Cave.
Yeah, very much so. And, oh, Betastrep goes down by a red dragon. I tell you what, for Hurt Horsey, we've got a lot of deaths already. 23 in total.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of red dragons, so I wonder if that's maybe convincing Cyberdark to go grind a little bit too. He knows they have hurt more, but it hasn't been that much of a protection so far.
Yep, that's right. Wolf goes down, and Spectre's going to quickly follow. Betastrep going back to the southeast, runs into a stone man. Casting Sleep, smart move. It's a 1 in 8 resistance there, and then he can very easily run away. Cyberdark's actually grinding around the swamp cave, hoping to get some good stuff, but I don't think this is happening right now.
Well, I wonder, he had the Spectre there, of course. I wonder if he was thinking he'd get Magiwyverns up there too, but I think at that point, maybe he was just looking to finish off the level. He's only 70-some experience points away from level 9, so maybe he was just hoping to finish off the level. But yeah, I think if you're going to grind around here, you might as well walk into Swamp Cave and hurt more some of those Axe Knights. I think it's like about 75% or so to one-shot an Axe Knight with Hurtmore.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's somewhere between 50 and 75, but there is the Magi Wyvern. That will give Cyberdark level 9. By the way, we found Sharlock over on Betastrep's side. 4 power, 1 speed, 16 hit points, and 8 magic. We are up to 94 hit points at level 9.
Yeah, so with that next level, more large HP gains, now might be a good time to talk about another item we could be interested in, the Death Necklace. In the regular game, the Death Necklace doesn't do anything except for curse you, but in the Randomizer, the Death Necklace will give you 10 extra attack power in exchange for 25% of your HP. So typically you'd use that in seeds where you have high HP but low strength, and hey look, we have really high HP and low strength. Typically you'd want around 130 HP to safely use the Death Necklace in the Dragon Lord fight. So we're obviously not quite there yet, we're only level 9, but that's something that I'm sure is going through both of our runners' heads now is, you know, we've got HP, we don't really have strength. Let's keep an eye out for that Death Necklace.
Exactly, and yeah, at the rate we're going with, 130 is going to be a near certainty. Looks like Cyberdark's going to report back to the Swamp Cave. So I did mention that Permanent Torch was agreed to by the players, by the runners. Typically, we do not have that turned on, but they wanted to keep that on so they don't have to worry about torches and radiant spells and all that. They just want to see where they're going, and it is indeed Cyberdark going against Axe Knights.
Alright, I kind of like this. Yeah, they do have sleep, but you have 94 HP, so if they put you to sleep, you can survive a few attacks, and there's just so much experience to be had here.
And on this occasion, Cyberdark was slept and wrecked. Betastrep has found another cave, or is this the same cave? It might be the same cave, the Grave Garanham.
Ooh, the Blue Dragon doesn't want him to get there, though. That's another enemy you can't really hurt more very easily, so this seed hands him hurt more and then hands him a bunch of things that can't be hurt more.
Well, we can't make this seed too easy, right? But I mean, you know, this is a high spirits seed, so it was high spirits that rolled this, and he's a restreamer, one of the administrators of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament, and we thank him very much for helping us out. Tracker Marishu, also the person in the community that reminds all of the administrators to post restream announcements every day. So we thank Marishu very much for the help in tracking. So thank you very much.
Oh man, yeah, he was thinking maybe he could have chipped away, maybe he could have, but I think there you might want to just burn the last, burn another 5 MP. Cole was just around the corner, he could have gotten it back, but he was trying to make his MP last, and not quite enough there.
Yeah, well, that's alright, we'll try again. Oh no, Betastrep gets picked off by an Axe Knight. Yeah, this low agility is kind of hurting things here, but here comes the hurt more, and it is enough. Okay, so Betastrep will go to level 8, and that big HP gain.
Yeah, at first I thought maybe the Axe Knights were only 25% sleep or something. I think we fought, well, I think there were several Axe Knight fights without seeing sleep, but recently, in more of these recent fights, they seem to like it a lot more, so I'm wondering if maybe they're a little higher. That might, you know, if our runners kept getting slept and wrecked, they might not want to grind those anymore. And it looks like Cyber is moving on, huh?
Yeah, it does look that way, and once again, Betastrep having to deal with a blue dragon and trying to get away, and it just isn't happening.
And I do not know what's in that cave, but that blue dragon does not want Beta to find out, does it?
Which really makes you wonder if it's Erdrick's sword, but here's a different cave. Okay, back to Garen's grave.
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just say I don't think he made it to the top 3 the first time around, so he's gonna go hopefully grab these 3 real quick and see if there's anything helpful up here.
All right, we've won fairy water and money and a magic key, which means it's almost time for the game that that is taking the randomizer community by storm. Rate that treasury. Although we won't be doing that quite yet, we're gonna hang around Garen's grave for a little bit. Or are we exiting? We are exiting.
Yeah, Beta, might be going for, Red Dragon in there. So Betastrep was able to dodge the Reds long enough to get the key. That's pretty big. So even if Cyber finds that cave, which I believe is just to the south of Cole, I think, even if he finds the grave, he's going to have to dodge the Red Dragons before he gets his key. But yeah, I wonder if, unfortunately, Beta hadn't seen Cole, so I was wondering if he was trying to set up a Death Warp to maybe do a potential gold grind if the treasury had gold, but he hasn't seen anywhere to spend it yet. But he's going to get full keys, and we will get to rate that treasury.
That's right, 9 hit points and 6 magic only for level 10. That's what Cyberdark hit. Betastrep gonna pick up magic keys before we can rate the treasury. But it's pretty simple. If you get Eredric's gear, the treasury will get a passing grade, and that's pretty much how it works. But Betastrep's gonna leave us hanging for a little bit and check out the cave. It is the Rainbow Drop Cave, or as we like to call the jerk because, well, he's a jerk.
Get off my cave. Yeah, he'll kick you out if you don't have Eredric's token, but good to know where that is, and we know where the harp is too, so we know where both trading caves are, and here comes the treasury.
Another magic key, which is alright. A dragon scale, which is... there's a death necklace, okay. And we have Eredric's sword! Okay, so I will rate that, I'd say 7 out of 10.
You know, it's very funny. It did have a replacement key, so props to it for that. The death necklace is a nice find. It's kind of funny because, yes, we want the sword. In a Hurtmore seed, though, 1,000,000% he'd rather have the armor right there. So the sword's less useful right away because we have Hurtmore, but it's one of the things you have to find eventually, so sure, why not? But yeah, if you gave Betastrep his choice, he would have much preferred the armor there, for sure.
Yeah, that's a fair statement, and I will say that this treasury is a pickoff from the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise community. I will note that their Highway to the Zenith Zone, the 4th edition, will be starting Sunday afternoon. This Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern. That's over in the free enterprise channel. But the reason I'm mentioning it here on RPG Limit Break is you will be seeing some matches from that tournament right here on RPG Limit Break. 116 people have entered, so it definitely is a hype tournament that's coming up. But enough about that. We're going to talk once again about the wandering of our 2 contestants, and maybe Betastrep will finally reach this cave.
Well, he's figured out which way to go now to only get the Wraith to block him. The Wraith is much more survivable than the Blue Dragon, so with that welcoming committee out of the way, he can find that this is the Mountain Cave with 5 more treasure chests to find.
Yeah, and these 5 chests are a lot more accessible than the grave. I mean, the grave is a very easy first 3 boxes, but the last 2 are much harder. Stones of Sunlight is the first box, and as Ryguy mentioned, that is one of 3 key ingredients you need to get to Charlotte Castle.
Alright, so Beta with his sword. Now, I just mentioned the sword's kind of, you're not thrilled. This Demon Knight is actually one of the things you can't hurt more, so Beta is actually able to get this 90 experience, and thanks to the Eredric's sword. Cyber, meanwhile, as Beta's going to level 2 of the Mountain Cave, Cyber has picked up level 10, which shockingly had a ton more HP and a ton more MP, but not much more strength. And he found a town, but I missed which town it was.
It was actually Cantlin, so as soon as Cyberdark gets a key, he'll be able to check out the coordinates, and of course there are a lot of stores available to get some really good stuff. Betastrep reaches level 9. He almost has rights to go against this Red Dragon, but I don't think he's going to be able to knock it out with only 20 magic points.
Well, the problem is, looking at both of our runners on level 10 and 9, the problem is the agility is worse than the strength. Agility at 30 for each of them, so he doesn't have a great chance of knocking it out, but also at 30 agility, you are very unlikely to run from the red dragon as well. So this is going to be kind of problematic for Beta in trying to finish out this mountain cave.
8 power, 1 agility, 4 hit points, 7 magic for Cyberdark at level 11. It gains the spell of heal and hurt, which is relatively uneventful. Picks up a half plate. That's a good buy for Cyberdark.
Yeah, one other thing to mention about that treasury that, I guess I was talking about the Erdrick Sword and Death Necklace, but another thing about that treasury was, I don't believe we had any money in there, did we? So gold grinds are off the table, and with no gold grind available, you're not going to be seeing any magic armors or silver shields.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if that treasury rating really should be a 7 or really should be a 6. It definitely gets a passing grade, but, I mean, we did see Betastrep knock out a Demon Knight, but,
Yeah, I mean, you know, little things.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's like, it's just that lack of gold grind. It means no silver shield.
Well, that's a big deal here, especially because I just mentioned the agility is very bad, which in turn means the defense is going to be pretty bad too. So it's one of those seeds where runners might prefer to have a silver shield, but they're probably not going to get it.
No. Free BK for Cyberdark and the Fighter's Ring, and he will promptly equip the Betastrep finds a town. It's everybody's favorite town, Breckenary.
One of the things that makes the randomizer so interesting, we'll go with, is that Cyberdark found coal, which I think was right north of where Betastrep was with the Grave and Mountain Cave. Cyberdark found Cantlin, which is just south of Freebie Cave, which is where Betastrep was, like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. And of course, Betastrep's first town is neither of those two. It's Breckenary, which is kind of far out to the east. So, of course, that's how exploration goes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you just never know what you're going to run into. Cyberdark now finding the staff cave, looks to see if he's got the harp, but he does not.
Yeah, the harp is still missing out there. Now, it could be in the second floor Mountain Cave. We weren't able to see that. It could be in the second floor, the bottom floors of the Grave. We didn't go there yet. Also, something we sort of mentioned but didn't really get into entirely. There are 3 search spots on the Overworld map. Cole was one of them. That had the Fairy Flute. There's also one in Hawksness guarded by a random enemy. And then we also kind of mentioned, too, that Cantlin gives you access to the coordinates. If you have a key, you can go talk to an old man who will give you coordinates to a Overworld search spot. They'll also have an item on it. So our harp has to be somewhere, either in a chest or one of those last 2 remaining search spots.
Alright, will this Armored Knight go down for Betastrep? Well, not if he hits the 1 in 16 resistance. Oh my goodness, time to run.
Well, at least he can feel good about, well, I don't know good about, but he got Stop Spell the next turn anyway, so that this Armored Knight wasn't dying either way. But yeah, now we gotta try to run on 30 agility, and that's not likely.
No, and I mean, just look at Cyberdark. I mean, 2 levels higher, and he's got 1 more agility, and he's on strength agility stats. So, this is... Yeah.
I missed that they weren't both on strength HP. Ugh, wow, so that agility gain giving him a whole 1 agility extra. So far.
Okay, I like this idea by Cyberdark. Throw a hurt spell, get enough damage in, then hit the hurt more, and the Green Dragon's guaranteed to go down that way, and gets 135 experience for that. Very good.
And as our runners continue doing their exploring and their hurt mooring, something kind of interesting to note here, and I feel like this happens a lot in these races. We, you know, if you just look at the experience points, it looks like Cyber has a commanding lead, but Beta has a lot more exploration in his pocket. He knows he's been through the top of the Grave, he's got the key, he's got the sword, he knows where Mountain is, and Cyber still has to do all that exploration. Oh, he knows where Sharlock is. So it's one of those interesting ones where we're going to get to see how the exploration, like, kind of balances with this experience.
Yeah, exactly. Although I believe Cyber has completely explored the northwestern portion of this map. So, Means he'll be joining Beta and probably will be able to finish the rest of the exploration here. I mean, we'll find out, but I believe first Betastrep's got a mountain cave to finish.
Yeah, I think Cyber's going to find those locations pretty soon here. I think part of it was Betastrep was playing with the red dragons in both Grave and Mountain, so that kept him from hurt-mooring things. So I wonder if Cyber will have the same thing to deal with. I'm also kind of curious. I think Beta, he left that northwestern portion of the map. I wonder if Beta maybe didn't see that little area down where Cantlin is. And so if Beta thinks the northwest is finished, he might have a tough time finding Cantlin. Maybe he knows it's there, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. There is this very small gap, and that's what really can trouble a map maker, right? Well, not a map maker, but somebody who will just try to make a map out of off the top of their head. I should know. I'm one of those people. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I've definitely missed those little one-tile gaps. That's kind of why I wondered, does Beta know that path is up there, or does he think the northwest is completely explored? Maybe you don't even need the coordinates. Maybe you don't even need Cantlin, but if he does end up needing Cantlin in the coordinates, he might have a tough time finding that. Beta, though, does find Garanham, which is great because he has keys.
Yeah, and he can also purchase a large shield, which is exactly what he should buy, and that's exactly what he does. That is 10 bonus defense points. Which isn't going to be too much going against Red Dragons and Armor Knights, but every little bit helps.
Especially, again, with that low agility, meaning low defense as well. But Garanham with keys is important, because with keys, you can do exactly what Beta's doing here. He's going to pick up 3 chests out of the back of Garanham, and there's a cave back there, too, which I think it has to be Tablet Cave or the other end of Swamp Cave.
Yes, that's correct. It is one of those two, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tablet Cave or... yeah, it could be Tablet... yeah. What do we have? We have Tablet Cave. So it's going to be 17 power, 11 speed, 19 magic, 26 or 19 hit points, 26 magic is level 12. Whoa!
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a level.
Yeah, but I mean, kind of the important thing was that 11 agility. That's going to increase run chances quite a bit. I did not see the item. Oh, armor.
I'm going to say, what else will help with your stats is what Beta just found in Tablet. So getting keys and getting getting to Garanham's huge. It gets you both pieces of Erdrick's gear. So Cyber he's found Mountain first. We don't know if Mountain has a key or not, but going to the grave, getting that key, doing the treasury, finding Garanham has gotten Betastrep both pieces of big gear. And now let's see if he can use that to bring the experience gap down while Cyber runs around doing all of those errands as well.
Yeah, actually, Beta did find the mountain cave first, but he was defeated by a red dragon, so he might be heading back there because there's still a harp and a token to find. So let's see what does happen. It is right guy with the Stones of Sunlight now.
Yep, that's that top treasure chest in Mountain, right? That's the one that Beta got to earlier.
Yeah, that's right. So we still have the 4 extra boxes to look. We're gonna take a look at those right now. Our first box is an herb. Yippee.
Yeah, so asking in chat what caused Beta to get so far behind. That's kind of what we were just mentioning a second ago. Ooh, there's the harp. We need that. That's one of our 3 quest items. That's the thing is maybe he's not that far behind. He's been doing more exploration while Cyberdark went into Swamp Cave and did a little bit of a grind. And you can see the equipment. Beta has both the Erdrick sword, the Erdrick's armor, the large shield. He's pretty much good on equipment right now. Whereas Cyberdark still needs to find those things. Betastrep has keys. So, I don't know. I don't know if Beta is behind. He's behind in experience, but he's definitely got a huge lead as far as the exploration and the items go.
Yeah, but we did see Cyberdark run away from a red dragon at 42 agility. Yikes. Alright, gets the last box as an herb, so that's one less cave he has to worry about. Now he needs to quickly get to the northeast, and he's got time, but of course the clock is running.
That's something else that this armor is going to help a lot with. You can see that it looks like Beta's found a nice little zone he likes here. He's got Wraith Knights. He's got Armored Knights. I believe I saw a Demon Knight here. There's something else I've already forgotten that was really good here. Right next to that town he can go heal up at. And now that he has Erdrick's armor, amongst other things, he is invulnerable to stop spells. So when those Armored Knights try to stop spell him, Beta's just going to laugh and chuck another Hurtmore in their face. So that's going to make them a lot easier to kill.
Yeah, exactly. And also that would, and stop spell, if like the Arbor Knight selects stop spell, he doesn't even check to see if he can cast Hurtmore. So that's an even better thing.
There's a Magiwyvern. So look at this zone Beta's found: an Armored Knight, a Magiwyvern, a regular old Knight, a Wraith Knight. Oh my gosh, these are all great things to Hurtmore, and Beta's gonna sit here for a little bit, and you're going to see that experience gap come down as Cyberdark does all the exploring that Beta's already done.
I absolutely cannot blame betastrep for this. But, Cyberdark has now found the grave, so I think the exploration advantage is going to start to dwindle.
Yep, now he's going to get the key out of here, and he's going to go back to the treasury, and he's going to get his sword, his death necklace, and he's going to see the jerks in the back, etc. But remember, to get the armor, he still needs to find Garenham, which I believe was south of Sharlock, so it might not take him too long to get there, but still, he's got to get to Garenham. He does not know where Garenham is. He hasn't seen that yet, so he doesn't get his sword and armor for free after getting the key. He still has to make his way to Garenham for that.
Oh, this is a really close call against this Sax Knight. Yeah, good. He finished it. Oh my goodness, because if he died on that Axe Knight, he might not have come back to pick up his key. Wow.
Ooh, that would have been tough. So we'll see. Cyber has seen a whole bunch of shops. He probably will take a Death Warp here. Unless he kills this red dragon. He might. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
He might. Almost did. He might take a Death Warp here, just hoping there's gold in the treasure and he can initiate a gold grind, but we know there's no gold to be had.
My goodness, he had 31 hit points and the red dragon hit him for 31. If he hit him for 1 point left, Cyberdark would have scored 255, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Cyber will probably be happy to come back here and check his treasury, and boy, with the sword, he's going to have a lot of attack power over there, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll be up to 106 attack power, which, at that point, you're starting to do just a little bit of damage to the Dragon Lord. But not enough to defeat him, but of course, but just a little bit. Get us going.
Yeah, well, that's great. The other thing I mentioned a couple times is his defense power is 37, so I'm not sure if he's defense breaking a wolf. I wonder what the most the Dragonlord can hit you for at 37 defenses. But either way, we're of course not going to go battle the Dragonlord now, but that defense and agility again is what's really concerning at the moment.
Yeah, so hopefully that will start being resolved over the next few levels. There's the sword for Cyberdark. Put it on the board. Death Necklace, once again, put that on the board. Another... Oh, no, wait, now we're into gold grinding. Well, not gold grinding. So basically what happens is there's only enough memory for 8 boxes, and so since this is the 9th box, the contents look a little strange, like the bamboo pole, so pretty much you have to look and see what you actually got, but you can take the box over and over and over again. That's what we're talking about with the gold grind, but unfortunately, that is not the case. Now, if he had drawn the Death Necklace and the right order, he could have had a very slow gold grind of 120 gold apiece, but that didn't quite happen. Level 12 now for betastrep, and he has virtually caught up.
I forget who it was, but yeah, the Death Necklace will be replaced with a gold treasure chest, but a gold treasure chest, it's something like 120 to 150 gold. So if you want a gold grind for all the best gear, and you wouldn't need to do it in this case because you have the sword, but if you want a gold grind for the flame sword, the magic armor, and the silver shield, I think it's something like about a half hour to do it off of those 120s to 150s. So it's not something you'd want to do for a lot of the elite gear.
Yeah, it definitely would take a while, but I tell you what, both Cyberdark and betastrep are now eligible to defeat red dragons. Blue dragons, however, with Dragonlord breath.
Ooh, and just not worth the time, given that you have Hurt More. You can go find another target to Hurt More relatively easily. Yeah, Betastrep caught up, right? He's, well, not entirely caught up, but look at that. He's only 500 experience behind, and in a Hurt More seed, 500 experience is not a whole lot. Although, Cyber's about to get a red dragon here, and Beta's going to go into Mountain Cave, and looks like he's going to pick up his harp.
Yep, Beta's got 4 boxes to pick up, but shouldn't take too long now. So I guess the mysteries now are, does Hoxus have anything? Does Caitlyn have coordinates? Will the red dragon go down? The answer is yes. Those are the remaining mysteries. We still have a couple towns we've got to find yet.
Yeah, so the token is the last item we really need, we have to have. And the token could be in a couple spots. It could be in Hawksness. We haven't found Hawksness yet. It could be on the coordinates. No one's gone back to Caitlyn. Well, only Cyberdark knows where Caitlyn is, but he hasn't been back since he got keys to look at the coordinates. There's a couple of treasure chests at the bottom of the grave that we haven't looked at yet. And the token could be in any one of those spots. We're going to do our final checks here and try to get that token. And, yeah, get the experience we need to go kill a Dragon Lord.
Yeah, and Z-Man in chat does have a good point as well. The Remolder chest. We haven't found Remolder yet, so I don't think we found Remolder nor Hawksness, so possibly
right.
Possibly forthcoming and possibly not appearing in this seed. We'll find out.
That's right. It's always kind of strange to see them with keys and think they haven't gotten Remolder, but of course they found their key out of the grave. Cyberdark wanders to the south, and look what he's found. He's found Garanham, so he's going to have his Erdrick's armor shortly, as Beta picks up his silver harp.
Smart play by Cyberdark knocking out that Goldman, and not because I like people defeating Goldman, it's because Cyberdark is now eligible to pick up a large shield.
Yeah, very nice. That large shield, again, with no gold grind available, that large shield is going to be useful the whole rest of the seed. That's what we're going with, essentially. And again, once he picks up his armor from the back, from Tablet Cave in the back here, he's going to be good to go on his equipment.
Exactly, and I'll have one more defense point than Betastrep. Betastrep continuing to catch up, only 390 points down.
Yeah, and the experience has converged. The exploration has converged as well once Cyber picks up the armor out of there, and Beta's going to get this red dragon killed, so the experience is going to be almost a dead heat. The only thing that Cyber actually now swings in Cyber's favor is he has seen Caitlyn and Beta has not, but that only matters if the coordinates lead to the token.
Okay, so Cyberdark is now going down that cave, and so we'll be picking up Erdrick's armor shortly. Doesn't have the outside spell, so it will take the full 1 minute to go through that cave. Nice kill by Betastrep, knocking out the red dragon. So I'm afraid the Fun Police is been pretty much declawed, I suppose.
Yeah, although, again, maybe in a weird sort of way, you still would rather not run into them because they take a little bit to kill, but at least you can kill them and take your 255 experience with you. You know, you might prefer the Armored Knight that you can just hurt more quickly out of the way for a 172, but I mean, if they're gonna come bring you 255, I guess you take it. Speaking of, I guess you take it, Cyberdark had to, like you said, put up with a minute of walking through the Tablet Cave, but he gets his Erdrick's armor, so he's probably gonna put up with it.
Alright, so, well, let's see what else Cyberdark is going to do. Going to run away from Goldman. Yeah, which is perfectly fine. They only award you 6 experience. Is Betastrep going to go back to the grave? Yeah, I guess I can't blame him. There's more boxes to pick up.
Yeah, he knows he only has one more thing. So I like this because he knows he only has one more thing to get the token. If the token's at the bottom, he's done. And another thing about those overworld search spots, every item that's in an overworld search spot, you know, could potentially be in a treasure chest. And so if you put an item on the overworld search spot, a cursed belt shows up in a treasure chest. So cursed belt's kind of an indicator of what's on the of how many of those search spots actually have things. We've seen a grand total of 0 cursed belts. Now, they could be in Sharlock, they could be in boxes we haven't seen yet, but with that sort of looming out there, and 2 treasure chests that Betastrep knows about, he has no idea where Mulder is, we don't know where Hawksness is, he hasn't seen Caitlyn yet, makes sense to go for the checks you know, and he knows he can get 2 quick ones taken care of here, and if he finds the token, he's done.
I've just noticed that Cyberdark is damage-breaking Wraith Knights now. We also find the Wraith Knights have what I call Frustration Breath, and wow, 30 agility and 22 magic for level 13, and just like that, the defense power is much better.
Yeah, that fixes a lot of the things that that I was talking about with the bad agility. Ooh, Cyber's gonna go for the same grave plate, looks like. Agility at 72 is still, you'd prefer it a little higher, but it's a lot better than 42 for sure.
And Betastrep only gets 27 agility, so he'll have 5 less agility to deal with, but this is actually one of the reasons we introduced Repel in dungeons from last year's tournament as Fairy Waters, the 4th box in Garen's Grave, is that it gives the agility people a chance to repel more monsters, especially if the Silver Shield is equipped. But it might come into effect here as far as, say, repelling werewolves, or excuse me, wizards. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's usually one of the arguments for taking the time to gold grind. When a gold grind's available, that's usually one of the arguments for doing a Silver Shield gold grind, is that you can repel more stuff in Sharlock, makes for a little nicer dive. Here we might be, maybe repelling a wizard by the time we get to Sharlock. Star Wyvern Werewolf, we need a little bit of agility, but maybe. Betastrep, by the way, finishing up his grave, and Cyber right behind. The first chest had, I don't know, something inconsequential, and Beta's about to check the last chest and see if he can find his token.
And here it is, and the answer is Cursed Belt, though.
Oh, well, there you go. Now, Beta has not seen the Fairy Flute yet, so he doesn't know that Cole has an item, but that gives us kind of, I guess I want to say, yeah, we don't know where. Like, Betastrep can't reason out where the token is quite yet, is what I'm getting at.
High Spirits in chat observing that there actually were 2 curse spells found. I think we found one in the treasury. Yeah, I think we found one in the treasury. So, yeah, so we do actually have 2 curse spells. So, well, so that means we will have something in Hawksness or the search spot. So, might be time for Cyberdark to go to Cantlin as soon as he gets the bad news in about 5 steps.
Yeah, I mean, I think, okay, so if that's the second curse spell, yeah, I thought that was the first one, but I must have missed it. Either way, that would definitely be my next play, regardless of curse belt stuff, because he knows where Cantlin is. Again, we don't know where Remulder is, we don't know where Hawksness is. You always want to do the checks that you know of, and he knows exactly where Cantlin is, and it looks like he's heading that direction to go see what the coordinates are going to give him.
Oh, he was hoping to find a shortcut, but it is not going to happen. You're just gonna have to book it over there. No repel, I should note. So, Fairy Water might be a good thing to pick up. Oh, by the way, look who else is going north.
Okay, so we were worried, or I was worried a bit ago, maybe Beta didn't know about that little pathway, but it looks like he just was uninterested in exploring it before. And if he heads there, using the both of them using the Fairy Water, nice. And, oh, what is this? I don't think we've seen this before. This is Cole. I see, he approached it from a different direction.
Oh, okay. No, okay. So my map observation skills are kind of lacking. No, he is northeast of Sharlock. Actually, he's over on the east side of the map. So it is Cyberdark actually walking back to Cantlin, but getting encountered once every 3 seconds.
Pika Link asking in chat, the layout of the caves are not randomized. The layout of the caves are not randomized at all yet. There have been talks about doing some things with them. There have been some things, people have been playing around with ideas of floor shuffles and rotations and such, but so far, the caves are the same as they always were. They're just in, their overworld location is different.
Yep, exactly. But here it is. Here's Cantlin, and we're going to find out in a moment if there is a search spot. But another nice Armored Knight kill by Betastrep. Gonna go into the swamp cave. Gonna go to the grind spot, the boss spot here. So I'm guessing he's gonna fight some Axe Knights for a little bit.
I don't know that he's seen this yet. I wonder if maybe he's going to do a preemptive, or maybe he's just checking it out to pick up a quick level or two. But, yeah, I don't think he'd seen this before. And I don't think anyone's been through yet.
44 south, 45 to the east. I believe that will be on this continent. I don't think you're gonna have to go through the... I think you can count this, but Cyberdark might want to save the princess anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if you go through Swamp, if that maybe takes you to Mulder and Hawksness, and so if Beta does go through Swamp, that might end up being bad for him. I mean, obviously has no way to know that, but he might get kind of distracted by all that stuff, because we know the token has to be on the overworld. Cyber is counting. I was going to say, this definitely is countable. Maybe the only way you rescue the princess is maybe in a situation like Beta, where you're grinding the Axe Knight anyway and figure, I'm here, let me get the princess. But Beta's counting, and looks like he's going to have his token soon.
Yeah, and Betastrep's going to hit level 14 soon, it looks like, so... we're going to see which, is 14 the go mode? We'll see. The average Dragon Lord defeat in round 1 was level 16.5. Obviously, you can't hit level 16 and a half in this game. This is a little too early for that, but it's coming real soon.
Yeah, it's actually what's happened here is kind of interesting. Everything's flipped. Earlier on, we were talking about how Beta was behind in experience, and Cyber had a lot more experience but less exploration. And suddenly now it's going to flip with this grind that Beta's doing. He's going to have a lot more experience, but Cyber's going to have the token, know where Caitlyn is, have the rainbow drop. So we're going to see if this can flip back the other way. But yeah, actually, with the Death Necklace, you're already looking at 120 attack power, so we're actually, not that far away. Tons of MP. We're not that far away from going.
Yep, and that was a perfect count by Cyberdark there. Well done.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all, huh? You're right, it was on main continent. It was a pretty straightforward walk. There wasn't any, annoying rivers or mountains or whatever in the way, so Cyber counts it perfectly and gets his token, and he is right by Swamp Cave, I do believe, so he's going to probably go right back to those Axe Knights, go back home, turn everything in, and be ready to go.
Alright, 6 power, 4 agility, 8 hit points, 13 magic for Betastrep, and that we are deep into Death Necklace strategy here. We also have 16 heal more, so I'm thinking we're gonna be doing a dive here before too long. I mean, you're definitely putting on a Death Necklace. You're dealing, so you got 126 attack power. We're gonna take that first one away, and then you divide by 2. When you're all said and done, you are looking at 6 to 13 attack power against the Dragon Lord. So you're dealing 10 average on 16 heal mores. You got a chance of winning on level 14.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, 17 to 19 attacks, depending on how much HP the Dragon Lord has, and depending on what you roll and such, and you could do it. The thing that gets me in these situations, of course, we'll see what Beta decides. He's going to pick up more experience as he goes and looks for this token and Caitlyn. 71 agility. Can you get those resources to the bottom? We don't know what's in Sharlock, and how long is the next level going to take you to get on that Axe Knight? You know, the Axe Knight's hand in experience and levels away for free, basically. Man, yes, if you could just warp right to the Dragon Lord and go, you could maybe do it, but it's really tempting to get another level on that Axe Knight, at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could, the runners could have agreed to short Sharlock, but no, they want to do this the hard way.
And chat bringing up good points, too, that you can also take Fairy Waters in with you. With Fairy Waters, you get 9 to 16 for, 5 or 6 Fairy Waters you can take in there with you. So that would help as well. Yeah, this is always one where you're kind of conflicted. You want to obviously win as soon as possible, but man, that will not take that long the other level at that Axe Knight.
Yeah, meanwhile, the clock's kind of running on Betastrep here, and it might take a while for him to find this Caitlyn so we can get the coordinates, because it was hiding in the northwest part of this map. So Z-Man was asking where Cyberdark is going, and the answer is he went to the other side of the Swamp Cave, and I'm guessing he's looking for Hawksness here.
Or chat wondering if maybe, or Highspirit's wondering if maybe Cyber forgot where the Staff Cave was. Yeah, this makes sense from Beta's, even if he knows that that little outlet is northwest of the castle. Where's Cantlin most likely to be? It's most likely to be on this giant, massive stuff on Swamp Continent. It just turns out that it's not. Plus, he's got Remolder and Hawksness that potentially could have the token from his point of view. That could be out here as well. So it makes sense for him to search this. But yeah, the bigger Swamp Continent is, the longer it's going to take him to get back home and get over to Cantlin. Meanwhile, I'm not sure. Cyber could be looking for Hawksness, but I don't know. Well, Swamp Cave had an awfully nice grind in it.
Yeah, I don't, not sure, but, betastrep now, I'm not exactly sure where he's going, but he's still doing some exploration. I think he is looking for Cantlin here, as Cyberdark has knocked out the Green Dragon, and has found a town now.
Yeah, the problem is that Beta did see Staff Cave early on. He saw Staff Cave, he saw Freebie Cave, and Cantlin was just to the south off a little tiny gap, and he might have missed the gap. We're not sure if he did or not, but Cyber has found Hawksness and Remolder, so good news for Beta at least, and he's about to find him too. Beta will get those checks done, he'll find out the token is not there, and that will hopefully get him to go back home and get over to Cantlin.
Oh, here we go. Yes, we are going to do a Hawks's grind / search. It might not be a grind, but it definitely is going to be a defeated Magiwyvern. Actually, two of them.
Yeah, we saw earlier that our runners were capable of killing red dragons, so there's not going to be a lot that stops them here. Wolves and wizards don't stand much of a chance, and Beta, yeah, you're right, he might not grind, but he's going to be able to kill whatever's here. It's another Axe Knight, just for good measure. So he's going to be able to check and find the nothing, I believe, right? It's nothing here?
Yeah, I believe you are correct. Well, maybe not. Betastrep's having a little bit of an extended nap here.
Jeez, there we go, finally woke up.
Yeah, you have a maximum of 6 turns that you would fall asleep, and might be time to check out the stop spell resistance. My goodness, but the Axe Knight does go down, and Cyberdark will hit level 14 and will have a decision to make.
And so, of course, Beta's been asleep for, I don't know, like, what, 15 turns or something? 3 different times. And when he finally does kill this Axe Knight, right here, he's going to be rewarded with the wonderful nothing.
And Cyberdark will continue to grind. Okay, yeah, he must have deliberately looked for Hawksness only because maybe he didn't want to see an Axe Knight in this case. Maybe he wanted to see a red dragon and just grind off of those. I think that would have been perfectly acceptable.
Maybe. Interestingly, though, this works out really well for Cyber because he can grind these Axe Knights, and Remolder's way closer, I think, than leaving Swamp Cave and healing at Cole would have been. So he's actually found an Axe Knight grind that's a little bit closer to a refill point. So it does end up working out for him.
Yeah, and Cyberdark will elect to go to level 15, so we'll see how that goes. But I have a feeling that's going to be the level where we go. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, Cyber's math is maybe a touch different. He has a little more agility. He has a little less HP. I don't know if Beta 147 after putting on the Death Necklace, probably not going to expect to get many doubles because the defense is low. But Cyber for sure won't get any doubles. But he does have that little extra agility that might make him a little more confident getting his resources to the bottom.
Yep, exactly. Unfortunately, he has taken a little bit of a nap here.
Looks like he woke up in time to get rid of the Axe Knight, though, as Beta... Now he knows. Now he knows that the Overworld, now he knows that Cantlin is the only thing that's left, and hopefully for him, this little portion of Swamp Continent ends quickly and gets him back to the main continent.
Alright, so real quick, while we're still going out here, we'll quickly go through the rest of the schedule. In 1 hour on Randomania, the Seawolf, Earthsign de Jure, one of them's going to go 2-0. That's going to be on Randomania at 9 o'clock Eastern. So that will be shortly after this race at 10 Eastern. Brian Williams, Diabetes II, will be here in Z-Man on commentary. That's on Randomania 2 and on Randomania 3 or Randomania 1, depending on how it all works out. Lavkian, Lord of the Synth, trying to find their first win. And we'll hear more Rye Guy. If you liked Rye Guy here, you can listen to him again at 11 o'clock Eastern.
Or if you didn't, they make a mute button, so you can still watch.
Yeah, we should find Tony Reale.
Oh gosh, please don't have him score me. I don't need to be scored while doing this.
Oh, what's wrong with little... anyway, Cyberdark was defeated by the Axe Knight here. Now we're gonna see if Cyberdark actually got lost. Oh, I don't like that he's going south.
Uh-oh, so this might give Beta a chance. They both... Oh no, so they both forgot, or both missed things that are in the same area. Staff Cave and Cantlin are both in that same area. Beta looks like he's just going to finish out 15 since he's back here, and then I think he cleared Swamp Cave finally, so he'll probably finish out 15 and then go search the Overworld again, the main continent again, I mean, trying to find Cantlin, and Cyber does look like he's going to hunt for that Staff Cave, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, I know he found it. So, okay, betastrep is actually saving the princess here. So, but he still's got to find Cantlin, I think, right? Betastrep didn't find Cantlin yet.
Oh, that's right. Now he knows that Cantlin has to have the token. Now he knows the coordinates have to have the token. So he's going to preemptively rescue her because he knows he needs the coordinates now.
All right, here comes level 15. Big level here. 6 power, 2 speed, 7 HP, 8 magic, and a spell. I believe that is Repel. That is the last one, and he's going to use it to explore and explore and explore, except he's got to deal with a Demon Knight because he doesn't have 80 defense yet.
Well, that is definitely go time. He does not have 80 defense. They're not going to be defense breaking anything in Sharlock, so Repel in Sharlock won't matter. But you slap the Death Necklace on, 132 attack power. We're talking 13 to 14 attacks. We're talking about in the worst case, you need 96 MP. So in the worst case scenario, you can burn 5 heal mores on the way down and still be okay. Yeah, it's go time. It's go time. So Cyberdark needs to get back to Staff Cave as soon as possible and get his Rainbow Drop. Betastrep needs to find Cantlin and finish out level 15 as soon as possible. And we're going to see some Sharlock dive shortly here.
Big Slamu trying the Chatter's Curse and saying free dive, which means we're going to see, you know, a bazillion red dragons, or better yet, the Axe Knights with sleep, or blue dragons, or, you know it's coming now.
Yeah, the one thing you have to be careful about, you do have, I did say, even the worst case scenario, you have 5 heal mores you can play with on the way down, but it's 78 agility. If you start running into red dragons, you start running into armored knights, axe knights can put you to sleep. They're a little dangerous. Depending on what's in Sharlock, it might not be super free. The flip side of that is they do have a lot of HP, so even if an axe knight puts you to sleep, you can absorb some hits, but... yeah, I'm gonna say you never want to say Sharlock dives are free, because you never know what's waiting in there for you.
Yep, Cyberdark is definitely in repel and find mode, but while Betastrep is in, it's still doing a little bit of grinding here, but wow, Cyberdark just cannot get away here.
Yeah, the Armored Knight does seem like he prefers the stop spell over, I believe they had something that, DL2 Breath perhaps? Oh, Hurt More, there it is. So they do seem to prefer the stop spell. That does help because our runners with the Erdrick's armor will never be stop spelled. So at least that gives them a couple extra chances to run from the Armored Knight.
Yep. Oh my goodness, the search continues. This is kind of painful here. Betastrep's still looking for Cantlin. It's painful if you're a runner, right? But meanwhile, we do have a blue dragon fight, and Cyberdark is going against it, wants to quickly dismiss it. Oh, nope, doesn't. No one wants to run.
Oh, how could I forget blue dragons with DL2 Breath, and at 78 agility, they're not trivial to run from either, so there's still some things that could trip you up in Sharlock. But yeah, both these are really frustrating. You know, I've done both of these many times before where Cyber has seen Staff Cave, but forgets where it is. I do that all the time. Beta's missing a 1-tile gap. Well, he's going in the right direction. Beta missed like a 1-tile gap that leads to something crazy important. I do that all the time. And yeah, both situations, there's just nothing you can do except retrace your steps and try to remember where you might have missed something or where you saw something. Beta does look like he's on the path to Cantlin, though.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons NES Cardinality is always with every tournament one of the favorites, right? It is because he studiously writes, draws those maps up, and now we're seeing NES cartography emotes flooding the chat here, but yeah, this is why it's probably a good idea to start drawing maps, especially since they've gotten more complex over the years.
One thing I will say about map drawing is that I'm slow enough already, but what slows me down even more is drawing maps. I tried it once and I go so slow, so I'm impressed that he's able to keep on going and draw really nice maps, and people who draw maps just impress me, because I don't know how you manage to draw maps and play the game quickly. Look at this, though. Cyber's found Staff Cave. Betastrep is one turn away from Cantlin, so this could get close quickly here.
Actually, this has now become a very solid advantage for Cyberdark, because he knows where Sharlock is. He knows where the Rainbow Drop guy is. Yeah, he is on his way.
Right, and Beta still has to make the trip back over to the coordinates, which are, I believe, around Sharlock somewhere. And Beta still has to finish up 15, which he'll probably do getting the token.
Yes. Time to open the door. Okay, very good. Yeah, things would have changed a little bit if Cyberdark didn't have a key, but that was not the case. It's time to say hello to the Grump.
There's another thing I've done many times is forget to have keys on hand and have to make a long walk to Grimaldr or wherever to get keys. But yep, Cyber's got it, and he's got the Rainbow Drop, so he is on his way.
Yeah, and there is a town relatively close by that he can go to and quickly refill his magic. He's not going to be able to repel anything. Even with this Strength Agility build, it's still wound up 79 defense power, so kind of unfortunate there, but let's see what happens. Oh, is he just going to dive on the spot, or is he just going to deposit the Rainbow Drop, or what is he going to do? I mean, he can put 20 magic points back into his bank.
Yeah, oh, there he goes. Yeah, he's just depositing the drop, it looks like. I was going to say, he would have enough, in theory, for 116 MP is plenty to dive, but at the same time, you have Cole nearby, or Garanham right down here. Yeah, why not go get your 2 extra heal mores for the added safety? Seems to be a good thing. And he can top off, I don't know if he needs herbs or anything, he can top off on herbs and such.
As a matter of fact, he checked that, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Top out on herbs, doesn't need torches. Doesn't need Fairy Waters, really, because Fairy Waters deal 8 to 16 damage to the Dragon Lord, so, or 9 to 16. Okay, so it held, like, the tiniest bit, but, yeah, gonna decline that, and, we move on.
Yeah, so I think at this point, you're right. Pretty clear advantage for Cyber, and Beta would be needing Cyberdark to fail a dive somehow to get back in this, because Beta's not that far back. He is he's refilling his keys. He's about to have the coordinates. He has the princess. The tokens are pretty quick. He knows where Rainbow Drop is as well, but looks like he's going to need something to happen to Cyber here to get back in this one.
Yeah, I would say Cyber's got one dive to give. Now, if he loses early, that's fine. As a matter of fact, here's a red dragon. Oh, quite honestly, I would consider just fighting it out at this point. Just get rid of it. You've got plenty of magic to spare. Just go.
Well,
and if you wanna, so be it.
If you want to play the numbers, which cue the agility as a meme and cue the 9 times run fail. If you want to play the numbers, on 78 agility, you're 43% to run from a red dragon. Cyber getting some nice runs there, actually making it look like 43%. So you're looking to run on average, what, after 2, maybe 3 attempts on average. And I think it's going to take you way more attacks to get rid of them at this attack power. So if you believe in agility, and if you believe that you really do have a 43.3% chance of running, then you can maybe running is better. Cyber casting repel, but just make him feel better.
Yeah, with only 79 defense power, he's not going to be able to repel anything, unfortunately, and One of the things about old video games is that there's no such thing as progressive rates or progressive encounter rates, and no reprieves between encounters. And we're seeing it right here. Cyberdark is getting a lot of encounters here.
Boy, I wonder too if the red dragon might be 40% in that top zone, because we've seen a lot of them. Might just be Cyberdark's getting unlucky with the encounters, but there's been a lot of them, it seems like.
Yeah, Aaron over in chat saying if that extra 5 agility makes a difference, I would say that would get you 1 or 2 successful runs on average, more. Oh, and the red dragons are in this zone too. My goodness.
Yay!
Not that easy of a Sharlock.
Just for comparison's sake, yeah, Cyber has the 43.3% chance to run from reds. Beta should be at a 40.5% chance by my calculator inputs here, so a little bit of a difference there, but still I think Beta can be expecting to run quicker than it would be for him to attack through one, but as I say that, here's Cyber over here on his side. He has to burn the first of his heal mores.
Yeah, and I think we're up to a 5 or 6 run fail at this point. And make it 7. Oh my goodness, we're going to be hitting records here. Let's calculate the odds of this one.
Like I said, if you believe 43.3%. Good thing he had a lot of magic to give. He still probably could use 2 or 3 heal mores and be fine, but I'm sure he's going to want to get out of this next zone, off this next floor, and into the final zone, where he hopefully will leave these red dragons behind.
Oh, by the way, we have armored knights in this second party too. Wow.
At least they have stop spell. Little bit of help.
Yeah, and I think Cyberdark's had enough and is starting to swing.
Oh, and the armored knights are starting to hurt more. They don't even want their stop spell anymore. They're starting to throw hurt more, so... Yeah, well, again, he still can use probably 2 or 3 more heal mores and be okay. Though you like to keep one reserved for that spike tile right in front of the Dragon Lord, but he's got some herbs. He's, despite all the red dragons and the bad run luck in that second zone, if he can get off this floor and into the third monster zone, hopefully it'll be better for him, as Beta's entering Sharlock, so hot on his tails. If Cyber doesn't get this done, Beta's going to have a go at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be all red dragons. That's what's gonna. Oh, okay, fine. All armored knights instead. Yep. Swing. Just swing.
Well, at least they have stop spell. At least they have stop spell. Much rather see an armored knight with the stop spell than a red dragon at this point.
I tell you what, this is gonna get interesting if betastrep has a much lower encounter rate and much fewer red dragons. But so far, it looks like the run luck or the encounter luck is rather equivalent.
Well, if you believe 40.5%, there he goes, he gets away. Actually, that wasn't so bad. That was, what, 3, I think? But yep, Beta's into the depths of Sharlock now.
Golly. Okay, will we finally... Nope, we're not going... Hey, look, a werewolf!
Oh, Cyber taking on this one, too. I would maybe try to run from it, but Cyber, well, 2 shots it, so no big deal there.
Okay, betastrep gets a virtual hero run through the first basement of Sharlock. There's a wizard. This might get very interesting here. And betastrep sees a wizard now. Very quickly runs away. This is going to get very interesting if this keeps up.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a little frustration on Cyber. I get attacking to the armored knights and maybe even a red dragon, but the wizards and werewolves... maybe quicker to run from, and he's not really close to 16, I mean, that's at 97 something, so we're probably not going to get 16 before we're there. It doesn't take that much longer, he's mostly 2-shotting them, but still, you can see Beta hot on his tails. Beta's only a couple floors behind all of a sudden.
I tell you what, if you're in chat, you might want to root for a tie race. I think we still have the overtime procedure in this tournament, so that'll be. We've never had it before, so this might start becoming a thing at the rate we're going.
Yeah, look at this. Beta is in the U-shaped room already, so he's just a couple steps from being on this. Now, the final floor is a bit lengthy, of course, but Beta's almost on the same floor already.
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. Okay, yep, we now are on the same floor. Cyberdark needs... oh, wow, okay. Okay, I'm starting to lose words here. So Cyberdark does have 1,000 experience advantage, but its first one to defeat the Dragon Lord wins. Okay, finally runs away from a werewolf. That's the last herb. And the Snowman is the boss fight, mini boss fight. And let's put it to sleep.
Stoneman is good. Yep, you can put him to sleep, save some resource. Just costs you 2 little MP to keep that Stoneman asleep, and they're not going to take very long for Cyberdark to get rid of it. But look who's right behind. Beta's going to be on the spike tile as Cyber finishes it up, so Beta is seconds behind, maybe?
Oh my goodness.
And Beta gets a crit to get to the Stoneman quickly. He might be less seconds behind now.
Okay, all right, so I better get your paper and pen out. Oh my goodness, we are literally starting this fight.
This is just gonna come down to who rolls better, right? I mean, this is insane.
Oh, and Cyberdark better equip the Death Necklace. Did he do that?
Ooh, I hope Cyber's not trying for a no Death Necklace run here, because that's gonna take a lot longer. I think he can still do it with doubles, but oh, there he goes, there he goes.
Death Necklace down. Oh my goodness. I think Beta's getting through Dragon Lord first.
Wow, he did.
Right behind. Alright, 16 for Beta.
Wow, starts off with a max roll.
And now up to 30, right? Or not, Cyberdark starts with a 10. And now up to 26, also got two shots.
This is pretty incredible in that both are pretty much guaranteed to win their fights, and it just comes down to exactly who menus faster, who rolls better, who can get it done in one less attack, just based on rolls. This is insane.
It is 55-35, I believe. 55-49. Betastrep's advantage. 67-49.
Little things to look out for, too. None of them gotten it yet, but can anyone pick up a double somehow? Maybe the Dragon Lord takes 2 bad attacks and you pick up a little time from doubles.
It is 76 to 69. Almost got a double. Cyberdark did.
Yeah, one thing is both these fights are in the bag. You won't see anyone push it on like 47 or anything like that, so they're both going to go by the book. They're not going to try to force a double here.
99-79 is the score down. 99-94.
Chat bringing up a good point. The Princess, Betastrep has the Princess, so he's going to have to wait through a couple more text boxes, and that could actually be a difference. That could be that close.
Dragon Lord hits for 51. 116 to 103.
Oh my gosh, they're within 10 hit points of the Dragon Lord. That is insane.
Well, okay, 130 for Betastrep. 126 for Cyberdark.
Ah, they're within 4 HP. No way.
Oh, 137 now for Cyberdark. Now within 3 points. $147 for Cyberdark. Is this last attack gonna be enough? No, 158 for Betastrep. And we are definitely going to be done with this next attack. 158, 156. Betastrep is down.
Wow, at the same time.
Oh my goodness. Are we going to have overtime for the very first time ever?
I mean, they're seconds apart. We got Wings versus Return. Was that going to make a difference?
Oh my goodness. We are going to have to look at the race room.
Oh, I got it. It's 4 seconds. Cyberdark by 4 seconds.
So under the rules,
it was the Princess.
I believe under the rules of the competition, the administration has to retime this. I believe they have to retime both runs. Now that was last year's rule. That might not apply this year, but yes. High Spirits, one of our administrators and our restreamer, is confirming that he does have to retime. So stay tuned. There is the slightest chance that we still will have overtime. Oh my goodness.
What a dive, by the way, from Betastrep, right? He entered Sharlock minutes after Cyberdark did and managed to catch up. How that's incredible.
I don't know. I am at a loss of words here.
4 seconds.
Yeah, and we're talking about like the little things, but I mean, we can also talk about, you know, forgetting to find, you know, not finding Catelyn straight away and stuff like that. So, wow.
I mean, 4 seconds, that's the silly stuff, like you said, of, you know, stopping to pick up the clothes or something, you know, an hour ago.
I'm going to take a look here. The official difference, yeah, it is only 4 seconds. I thought they did tenths of a second, but yes, it is 4 seconds. Betastrep blames the Axine Hawksness. Yeah, he was actually 10 turns. Cyberdark blames the Harp Cave. Yeah, he forgot the Harp Cave. So 82:02 officially is the winning time.
Now, do you want to take us through what's going to happen if we do have a tie? If they're retimed and we do, in fact, have a tie?
Yeah, so this has never been tried before, so I'm guessing... I guess we are probably not going to have to worry about this, but we'll see. But if we do have that, we will have an overtime procedure, and basically, the runners will play a brand new seed, and they will have the same flags except for 2 notable changes. Number 1, the runners will be forced to go to very fast flags. So in other words, you're going to level up much faster. And number 2, we actually aren't going to defeat the Dragon Lord. We are going to have a race to level 10. And so basically that's 1,000 experience points. First person to get 1,000 experience points, we're done. So... And that way we only have like a half hour instead of making the runners race from the beginning again and race an entire race, which is kind of not fair to our, kind of not fair. So, which is why the overtime procedure was invented. That is different. Oh, I'm sorry, right guy. That is different from the Dragon Warrior Randomizer League, which was shown earlier on this on RPG Limit Break and other channels. We would have tiebreaker races and we'd be done in 10 minutes. But yeah. Anyway, go ahead, right guy. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to follow up and say, now this is not in the event of an exact tie, right? It's anything within, I believe, 5 seconds.
I believe the difference ultimately has to be 1 second.
Within 1 second, I see. Under 5 seconds is a retime, and then 1 second is a tiebreaker.
Yes, that is correct. This, I believe, is the closest race in Dragon Warrior Randomizer history. If not, it's the second closest. It's one of those two, or it's definitely top. It's certainly top 5.
Boy, I don't remember one closer than that. To answer your question, Shaka, we know who won. The unofficial results have Cyberdark winning over Betastrep, but only by a margin of 4 seconds. So we've got admins retiming to verify that there weren't any sort of hiccups or whatevers to make sure that is correct. And it looks like High Spirits does have the official retime, and Cyber will get the win by 5 seconds.
So we will record that as 82 minutes for Cyberdark on the nose. Betastrep gets a time of 82 minutes and 5 seconds. So we will be getting, I'm hoping we will get both of our runners in for an interview, and we're going to be talking about this for a while, I think. Wow.
Man, 5 seconds. I mean, the Dragon Lords, same time they went down, talking about things like, will return be faster to menu 2 than wings. Chat bringing up a good point, too. Beta had to wait for the princess, but also with the princess, he was able to go directly to the coordinates, Cyber count. I mean, it's just, where do you find 4 or 5 seconds? Anywhere, right?
Well, let's ask Cyberdark. Where do you find 5 seconds?
I don't know. That was insane.
Good game. My goodness. For a second there, I thought we were going to have an overtime here, but it was really close. Like, you were within 2 hit points in the end, and Betastrep saved the princess, and there was your 5 seconds.
Oh, wow. I couldn't believe I pushed the button, and then immediately afterwards he popped up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's certainly top 5 and closest races in history. I think this might have been the 2nd time we've had to retime our runners. So, I think it's the 2nd time. I think we did it once also in the league, but not in the. My goodness, I'm definitely at a loss of words here.
Yeah, apparently Beta's not going to be in chat because of issues, but. Or not in voice. Yeah, it was insane. Apparently Beta kept getting blocked by, or slept by AKs. Axis, sorry.
Yeah, those Axe Knights were rather vanilla and rather annoying. And but yeah, Beta was noting the 10-turn sleep by the Axe Knights, 6 in the first part and 4 in the second, and we could say that's the difference. So I mean, heck.
Well, I want to ask you real quick, Cyber, like, how do we were able to watch, obviously both runners as it was going on and could see how close it was throughout, but I'm kind of curious how you felt, and Beta and chat can respond to this as well. Because we were watching it, it flipped a lot. You had an early experience lead, Cyber, but then Beta had a more exploration, then it flipped. You had more exploration at the end, Cyber, but Beta had a bigger exploration lead. So how did you feel like in terms of, like, did you feel like you're behind, ahead? Were you rushed? Were you just kind of, everything's fine?
I started to feel behind when I had to start looking for... Okay, I found what was in Tentacle. I found the Harp Cave. Then I started to feel behind. Then I lost the Harp Cave and felt really behind.
Yeah, we were kind of wondering about that because you were on Swamp Continent. Actually, both of you were on Swamp Continent at one point looking for one last thing, and so we were kind of wondering about that.
Betastrep, if you had not agreed to put in scared metal slimes, you probably would have won this race.
I don't think I ever got a medal.
Yeah, Betastrep saw a medal at level 3, and he only had 12 strength, so theoretically, but no, and of course I understand if you want scared medals, obviously, but I do have to raise that point.
Well, I mean, we both agreed on it, so
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Anyway, very interesting. But I mean, my goodness. I apologize. Yeah, right, guy. Keep asking questions.
Sure thing. So the other thing I wanted to bring up too, that again, you guys don't know right now, but there was some differences in the Sharlock dive. Cyber, you actually entered Sharlock. A good couple minutes probably ahead of Beta, and one of the things we noticed as you were walking downwards, first of all, you saw a lot of red dragons, but it kind of looked like towards the second half of Sharlock, you were kind of sick and tired of the run option, just started forcing your way through.
That's exactly what happened. I got down so far, Repel ran out, and I started seeing werewolves. I don't even know if I was blocking them or not, but I said, you know what, enough of this, I'm just going to go. Just looking now, too, I kind of figured Beta would run strength HP. I gambled on strength agility, and, well, we needed the extra agility. Not that the extra 3 defense helped much, but...
Yeah, that was another thing we were kind of wondering about, was the agility might help get you to the bottom with more resources, but, with the strength HP, you might have more HP and might have a better chance for doubles, though the defense wasn't great. And that was one of the things we were saying, was if doubles show up in the Dragonlord fight, that was close enough, that could have made a difference, but I don't believe anyone got a double, so I don't think that ended up affecting anything.
No, it certainly didn't. Well, until the very last one. But that was more of a, I have no MP left.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got that last attack, I thought, oh, thank God, and finished the race, and immediately after I pushed the button, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty crazy finish. The Dragon Lords, I think, both died at, I think Beta's was a fraction of a second earlier, and like I said, it came down to things like Beta menu to return and you menu to wings. Which one's going to be faster? Just silly stuff like that.
Well, I tell you what. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was fun. It was a good seed, other than the everything blocking you were putting to sleep, and a lot of early enemies that you couldn't get rid of because no repel. Other than that, it was fun.
Well, I tell you what, folks, this race is going to be talked about for quite some time, but I think we are going to wrap things up and raid Randomania. There was a race that started at 2.5 hours ago, and apparently that's still going. So, Right Guy, any final thoughts before I close it out?
Ooh, maybe that race will have a 3-second margin.
Right?
We can always hope, but no, thank you to High Spirits for restreaming. Thank you to Marishu for tracking. Game Boy, thanks for hanging out with me and babbling about this seed. And most importantly, thanks to our runners, Cyberdark and betastrep. Definitely give them a follow. That was one of the best races. The ending, of course, was amazing, but throughout, a lot of interesting things. Very, very good seed. Very, very good race from both of you. So GG's to both of you, and congrats on one of the more exciting tournament races I've seen in a long time.
Yep, absolutely, and I pretty much duplicate what I've said, what Right Guy said. So I'll just go ahead and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you all very much for watching. For our runners, Cyberdark86 and betastrep, for our restreamer High Spirits, for our tracker Marishu, thank you very much for your help. You're all doing great. And for my co-commentator Right Guy 3745, this is me, Game Boy F9. You've been watching RPG Limit Break. Thank you for watching. Please have a great night.